by the way. So, but I don't do introductions or anything like that. Like,
You just hop straight into
yeah,
it?
hell yeah. A lot of people like that generic shit. But in answer to your question, depending on what you do with it, if you don't want it to get sweaty or anything, I know they have different ones. Just because it's more expensive doesn't mean better quality
Right.
or anything like that. But these have done right for me. There's been a lot of trial and error. One thing I'll definitely say, also too during the interview or the gym talk, you don't have to look at the camera. You can look at me. You can do whatever is your interview.
Okay.
But what was it? Damn, side attention span of a squirrel. But no, I know like you can't use your Bluetooth when this is plugged up.
Okay.
So I think that's a downside. But I do believe they do have some mics where you can listen to your music, because people they monologue or whatever when they're working out. But I think as far as a content creator, I do believe that it is a good investment, brother. But that's for other stuff.
I've been thinking about getting a
I
mic,
like
bro.
them kicks. I ain't gonna hold you.
Thank
on
you.
stuff.
Thank you. I've been thinking about getting a mic though, because a lot of people been past month, 2 months, people been telling me to start content creating, including yourself. So I'm thinking about doing it, bro.
Nah, you with the, we'll get in that in the interview. But anyway, like I tell everybody, first and foremost, thank you so much for coming to my platform and allowing me to interview you, talk with you, and everything.
Thank you for the opportunity.
I appreciate that. Now, whether I was bugging you or whatever, the reason why I wanted you to come to this channel, I've said names, and I wanted to put a face with that name, whether it was a coach, inspiration, a gym partner, somebody that I look up to, or just motivates me, and you live in the realm of powerlifting.
Right.
So I said, hey, let me talk to this guy, let me give him a voice, let me see if I can, just thank you is all I'm gonna say. So anyway,
No, thank you,
with
bro.
that being said, please introduce yourself and then tell us about yourself, and then we'll
Well,
go with the flow.
Okay. My name is Jamaris Davis, aka JD, aka Bob,
Hey.
aka Jug. So many nicknames, but I simply just like to be known as JD. I'm a personal trainer at Anytime Fitness. I'm a long-time powerlifter, 12 years to be exact.
I'm gonna set the clock for you. Keep going, brother. Keep
Okay.
going.
I'm from Grenada, Mississippi. I recently just got out the Army, so this is what I do now: full-time personal training, collect disability, easy. I'm living a
Beautiful.
easy life. Yeah.
Damn, I put it on 20 hours, not 20 minutes. God damn, my bad, bro.
You good.
Like I said, this should be unorganized
This,
somewhat,
this
but
what people need to see:
yeah.
the authenticity. Authenticity.
I appreciate you. Before we get into what made you choose powerlifting out of all of them, between bodybuilding, strongman, and all that, fitness, where did it start for you? Like, when did you first get introduced to the weight room or the gym,
Dude, my dad, he inspired me to get into weightlifting because he had like a little weightlifting set at home.
Okay.
And I knew I wanted to play football. So 6th grade, I started lifting weights. So 6th grade, I'm
Sixth
like,
grade?
Yeah, 12.
Damn.
I'm 12 years old.
Jealous
sixth
already.
grade.
Now, let me stop, yeah.
Yeah. And then crazy thing is, I was more into basketball.
Then football?
Yeah. I used to love basketball so much.
Why is that? Where you were, so out of agility, were you just more, fast, I guess, if that makes sense?
I thought I was fast.
Okay.
I thought I was fast. The crazy thing is, though, I tried out for the basketball team, 7th grade, and I made it to the final cut, and I got cut. But crazy thing is, everything happens for a reason. The very next day after I got cut, my football coach said, "You want to powerlift?" So if I would have made the basketball team, I wouldn't have been able to powerlift.
Oh, so there wouldn't be this. All right,
Right,
bet. Well, okay,
right.
you're right. Everything does happen for a reason.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, I thought I was great. I was good at basketball. At least I thought I was. But man, I got cut. I went home. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. That shit hurt. I cried, and then, like I said, the very next day, powerlifting coach asked me, do I want to be on the team? The high school team. I'm still in the 7th grade at the time. The high school team. So, the rest is history.
So you must have been lifting for the high school coach to come to you at middle school. You must have been lifting more than decent numbers. Then.
I was lifting decent, but at the same time, in high school, they didn't have that many people that was in the 114-pound weight class.
Okay.
So that's really kind of why I got on the team, because I was small enough to be in that position, in that spot.
Got you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, so when he got you into powerlifting, so how long have you been powerlifting before you got on the platform and then I guess before getting on the platform, we'll identify. So me, my thing is, you're not identified as anything unless you've competed, gotten on the platform, gotten on stage. So how long were you training before you actually got on the platform your first time?
So, like I said, the football coach was the powerlifting coach as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, I had already been training. The style of training we did in football in the off season was kind of like a powerlifting, power building program. So, I had been training all year round.
Okay.
But in the off season is when powerlifting season starts.
Okay.
Off season of football is when powerlifting starts. So, like, as soon as I got on the team, I had a powerlifting meet like within a few months.
So how old were you when you got on? How old were you when you got
14.
Your first powerlifting comp was when you was 14 years old.
Yep.
Well, I know you must have really hated being in the service because I know a lot of that. We'll get to that. My bad.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what were the numbers at 14, if you can recall?
I know I was like 90 pounds, but I was deadlifting like 300 something. Yeah.
Say that so casual. Now let me stop.
I was deadlifting like 300. I remember my squat was like probably 280.
Okay.
Because my squat and deadlift wasn't too far. My bench was probably like 135, somewhere around there.
So how many powerlifting comps did you do before joining the military, brother?
So outside the ones I did in high school and middle school, I did maybe 6 or 7 before I joined the Army. Matter of fact, I did one within like 30 days of me joining the Army.
So your foundation was, well, obviously it was there, but since it started, so you're the first person I talked that said that they've done a meet this young, as of now.
Yeah.
Like, again, we're gonna get to the numbers in a minute, because them some phenomenal ass numbers too, but
Yeah.
but damn, so I ain't gonna hold, so for me, this actually does explain a lot. Like, okay, with the number, regardless, you still put in the work, we see that, the people know you see that, the numbers speak for himself, but like, in my mind, in my head now, it's kind of like he definitely should be having those numbers if he's been doing that since he was a teenager. Like, ain't no
Right.
way. But nah, all right. So you never thought about like trying other? Just curious, since you did start so young, you never thought about like trying bodybuilding, strongman, or Olympic lifting?
Only other one I really wanted to do was strongman, but
Okay.
it's not many people around here that do strongman. So if I was ever to do it, I want to get the proper introduction to it, the proper training.
Okay.
Because I've seen people do it, but a lot of people get hurt in
Yeah,
that sport.
yeah,
So
man.
I'm
Picking
always
up tanks and shit. No, I'm just
exactly.
like, yeah.
I always wanted to make sure I had the longevity. So I never really just tried it, but I really just wanted to focus on powerlifting. I like to focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, and you were very proficient. I promise you. All right. So was it hard for you to maintain your? I don't want to call it a career. Well, it is a career. It is a career, but like, was it hard to maintain your military aspect and, if I'm using this term right, your powerlifting career or just powerlifting?
It was very hard, man. Like, for example, just me going to the field for maybe a couple weeks, that really took a toll on my body and my weightlifting, because I'm not getting as much nutrients and calories that I usually take in.
Yeah,
I used to take
MREs
about
funky as
them
fuck.
MREs,
Yeah.
They don't do nothing for me. I'm only eating 2 MREs a day, and if they do provide us a meal in the field, so 3 meals total. I usually eat like 5, 6, 7 meals.
Yeah, that's.
So
If
when
I
I'm
may
in the
ask, what was your temperament like when you were? I would lose my fucking mind. That's why I'm asking. I'm curious.
I ain't gonna lie, man. A couple times at JRTC, I was finna. I ain't gonna lie, I had them thoughts.
Say less.
I had them thoughts.
Like, Randy Savage is about to get me to the boiling point.
Yeah,
Say
I had
less.
them thoughts, man.
No, hey, say less. We've all been there between ourselves or other people.
Yeah.
Picking up a brick in the back. But anyway, don't mind me, bro. But nah, so what does powerlifting do for you? Like, so clearly you've been doing this since you was young. Your father introduced you to the aspect. That's very commendable. So I mean, so you had a very strong base. Damn, dude, I could take this conversation in so many ways. This is inspiring. Like, I don't know how long we into it, but like, this shit is like inspiring to hear. Like,
Yeah.
this is something that I would want if I had a son or just had children. I would want to start them off young.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff too. All right, well let's get into the meat and the potatoes and all that. So now that you're out and you free, you did your time with Uncle Sam, all that other stuff, and you done powerlifting. State records. How old were you when you started setting state records? Was it towards the back end, or you out, or were you even doing that before you joined?
So my very first powerlifting meet outside of high school, I set a record in the deadlift and the total. And then, so I was 19 at the time when I first set my first record.
Okay. You know, it's off topic, but I'm gonna bring it back. So with the numbers that you do, man, how do you remain so like, your humbleness is, you watch anime, right?
Right.
I think if you like an anime character, bro, like your lifts speak for themselves. The only reason I say that, I'm pretty, you know the type of people we've met in the powerlifting world, like, how do you stay so humble and not, I think if anybody deserves to be cocky, it's your ass. That's why I'm like, yeah, how do you stay so humble in this game?
The thing is, bro, like, I feel like God favors humility. So when you stay humble, bro, you always have something to work towards. And then at the same time, I might think I'm at the top, and people might look at me as being at the top, but it's always somebody chasing you, and there's always someone that you can chase. So you always gotta stay working. Like, regardless if I'm up at the top, there's still more room to go.
I said that's one of the main things I've personally always respected about you, dude. You were, the only thing that's loud about you from, you know, is your lifts. Like, you don't need to do all that talking. To me, that's what I respect the most. But anyway, but now we were saying, so you set your first state record. So the first powerlifting I went to, Cole, Brandon, and somebody else from Primal Instinct competed. Of course, Kelly.
Yeah.
You. Damn, I'm missing somebody. Kelly, you. There was somebody else I competed too.
There was so many people there, man.
Yeah, you right. That's from here. Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm forgetting people. But anyway, like, seeing that. So that was the first time for me watching. So what was your feeling the first time you got on the platform? Like, did you get the jitters? Were you nervous? And like, too, I feel like maybe that's a redundant question because you were so young. So maybe it was just, second nature.
Crazy thing is, my very first meet, I did so well, like, I thought it was gonna be easy.
Okay.
But I think it was like maybe my third or fourth meet, I end up, like, my coach, he put a lot of pressure on me.
Okay.
He was like, man, all you gotta do is get one lift on squat, one lift on bench, and one lift on deadlift, and you a shoe in that state. Basically, I had did well enough the whole season that I was gonna be going to the state championship. But with that being in my mind, I'm like, this is big. This is a big stage, so this is a big moment for me.
So you can't fail.
I can't fail, but the thing is, I did. I couldn't get a successful lift on bench. Like, he was.
If y'all look at his numbers now, y'all be like, bullshit. But now let me start. Yeah.
So you got to get a successful lift on all three events in order to go to have a number.
So how do you?
By me failing that meet though,
My bad,
that had made me.
It sparked something.
Yeah, it sparked something in me.
So how do you manage to maintain like all three? So I'm gonna quote Z. Lord, he's a good guy. But now he said something that I kind of agree with. But you maintain. When I mean maintain, I'm talking about high ass numbers. Your squat, your bench, and your deadlift. Like, now obviously, like the deadlift, that's some like that's some King Kong Godzilla shit right there. But how do you manage to maintain those numbers, man? Like those. So like prime example. I'm gonna say manifestation is everything to me. But when I get on the platform, I believe the only thing that's gonna speak for me is my bench. But then again too, you've been doing this since you were 13, but like it's even still, bro, it's like, how do you, is it because of the conditioning and how long you've trained, you're able to maintain those high ass numbers?
Yeah, it's the longevity, and that's one thing I'll still shoot for, longevity. I want to be able to do it until I can't do it no more.
Okay.
So just by me staying injury free, I've had little injuries here and there, but nothing that's kept me out for too long.
Okay.
So making sure that you stay smart, do the right thing, listen to your coach, stay healthy, take your vitamins, protein, nutrition, all the small things they play a big factor in your training.
So if you don't mind me asking for them, so what are your numbers as of right now? Just tell them for the squat, bench, deadlift, all that, man. Yeah.
You want to know the highest, my PRs and my comps or in the gym?
When you was on the platform, man, come on.
Right. So platform numbers, 661 on squat, with 424 on bench, and 733 on deadlift.
So what are you shooting for, brother, if you don't mind me asking?
See, the thing is, I'm not shooting for nothing. I just want to keep going. So, like everybody be like, road to 500, shit like that. I just want to keep going until I can. I don't want to limit myself. If I put a number, that's a cap. I don't want to put no cap on my numbers. So I just want to keep going until I can.
So I have to. So you wouldn't get discouraged if your numbers like in a drastic way fluctuated? Got a speech impediment.
No, cause like I've been at the point where I've been stagnant before. So
Okay.
when I was in the army, I feel like my numbers were slowly growing.
And you know them
then they were
motherfuckers don't
stagnant.
give a damn at all.
Exactly.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I was supposed to go to Worlds one year in Australia, but my sergeant major, he gave me the green light, and then at the last minute he said I couldn't go because they needed numbers for JRTC. So I know how it feels to be like, oh yeah, I'm finna go to Worlds, and then they take it away.
Brother, I can't wait to see what you do. But anyway, what are some aspects you love about powerlifting? Or how about this? It's gonna be a two-part question. What's some of the aspects you love about fitness and powerlifting, and what are some of the aspects you hate about fitness and powerlifting?
So fitness and powerlifting, the reason I really got into fitness was my health. I care about living a long time. Like I said, longevity, that's my goal. So I care about maintaining a great health and making sure that I live a long time. So by me powerlifting, that's a way of me making sure that I instill my health in my fitness journey. So powerlifting, I just love the competing aspect of it. Competing against myself and competing against others.
So I don't know, man. I'm not saying you're not competitive, but at the same
I'm
like,
competitive, but
bro,
I really like competing against myself.
dog.
But the best way to see if you're getting better is to do a powerlifting meet.
We'll see, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to the dislike, but my thing is, it's kind of like, who really competing with you, bro?
A lot of people compete with me. Secretly and like known. A lot of people compete with me.
I think you know what I meant by that question. You slide now. Let me stop. Yeah. But no. So if I may, like example, the meat that you like, bro. When you had loaded the 700 up, just that 700, like a lot of people didn't even want to finish the meat because they knew. But anyway, my bad. So look, I got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
You good.
But the dislike. What are some of the aspects of fitness and powerlifting you dislike?
People get caught up in numbers. Like that's why I said I don't want to put a cap on numbers. People be chasing numbers instead of chasing their goals. Like, of course, you set a number. That's gonna be a goal you set in mind. But don't be too caught up in a number, a specific number.
Okay.
You know.
Do you feel like so? She's the reason why I started my channel. Hey, Christine. No, let me stop. But yeah. So one question she did pose that she thought I should ask. So do you feel like there's gatekeeping in powerlifting? I feel like there's gatekeeping in all aspects. But because of, have you ever experienced it out of curiosity? Or because you've already had a coach and you had a foundation and you've been a part of teams before, you've never really had to run into that?
I haven't ran into it, but I've seen how it has affected other people, but I've stayed far away from it.
All right. So what's one aspect that, like what have you seen, like somebody, like just in the powerlifting, like let's say like a dumbass who's like if he keeps lifting that way, regardless, like he's prone to hurt himself, like, and I know it's one thing to give somebody coaching, but like, have you seen it to where people be like, nah, let him continue to train like that because that eliminates my, like has it been on that level before or no?
It has, but I never really get caught up into like people doing their own thing. If they do that, that's on them. The best lesson in life, the best teacher in life is, to learn the lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
So
I thought you was going to quote Nipsey Hussle for a minute. I was be like,
what did he say?
He said, no, he said the best teacher in life is your own experience.
Yeah, that's another, yeah.
But, all right, cool. You mind if I touch on you as a coach? Is that off limits? So,
go ahead.
So quick question. So since you took up that, like, what is, he probably going to be talking about me in the next minute. But no, as far as coaching, like, what are some aspects that you like about it, and what are some aspects that you dislike about it?
One thing I like about coaching, man, and I love helping people reach their goals. Like, it kind of, I like to impact lives, and it's been more impactful for me to help other people reach their goals versus mine. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing the stuff that I'm doing in powerlifting. So I don't really get too excited about it because that's what I already think I'm going to do anyway. But when I help somebody else reach their goals, it's kind of like the spotlight is shining through me and onto them, because not only did I reach the goal with them, they're getting the attention they need.
Hell yeah, you help them motherfuckers get some accolades.
I'm helping someone get some accolades, but it's also like we both won.
Okay.
So that's more impactful than just me. I'm helping you and me win.
That could be seen as a really good team. But anyway, shut up. Anyway, so what's something that you may dislike about it, or that you do dislike about the aspect of being a coach?
When clients do not like really follow the program and don't listen, I feel like I have the recipe. I have the recipe to help somebody win.
That COVID, y'all. It
I
ain't never
know-
went away.
I got the recipe to help somebody, reach their goals. All you gotta do is just listen, Listen to what I'm giving you, and you're gonna get the results.
I had to make it funny. I like making it comical. So have you trained males and females yet, or it's just
Yeah, males and
okay?
females.
So who's easier to okay? You know what? Because typically I would say, like, if you were a martial artist, have you done martial arts before?
I have done martial arts before. Matter of fact,
Buddy,
my
what you
tattoo,
train?
it's an African martial arts called Nyosha Mwana Funzi. Matter of fact, Mbata, right here, means red dragon. That's why I got the red scales on my arm.
Bro, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't like to tell people because my teacher, he told me not to tell nobody. He want people to find out.
People find out when it's too late. Yeah, you right.
Exactly.
All right,
so I don't even tell nobody.
So the reason why I asked all that between male and female, so any coach or teacher that I've talked to, the format that I would generally use is like, okay, hey, who's harder to train? Little kids or adults. Everybody I've talked to, they said, it's always adults. We hard-headed, I get it.
Right.
But the only reason I asked you this, as far as males or females, I've heard, hearsay, but they say females, as far as powerlifting and training, they say is would you agree, is way easier to train females than it is males? Okay, just in general, regardless of what it is, bodybuilding, powerlifting, strongman, you think it's easier to train females?
It depends on the female. See, from my experience, my female clients, they are easy to train because they are simple. They want simple stuff.
Okay.
I give them the workouts, they do it, they send me videos, that's it.
Okay.
But I have seen where female clients can be difficult.
Okay.
So dealing with multiple females, it's kind of like being a therapist.
Okay, then
For real.
you know what's going on YouTube, right?
I do not care.
Okay, say somebody be like, what that mean, JD? Like,
Hey,
oh shit. But no, my bad. You know what? I'm done. Maybe I accident in the wrong format. I've heard maybe not more difficult, but maybe easier. Like as far as getting results for growth, does that make sense?
Okay.
Is it easier to train females still versus males?
I feel like it's males because I'm a male myself.
Okay.
So I kind of know what a male is looking for versus like a female.
Okay.
A female, she might be looking for a specific type of body. With a man, he's just looking for the workouts, and then the results gonna come on their own.
So I'm just curious. Training. So as a powerlifter, this is one thing I kind of love about it, and I hope I don't get discouraged if I do or don't get it. But the one thing I love about powerlifting is the camaraderie, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So with that being said, in the realm of powerlifting, do you think it's easier to train, depending on who you're training with? Because I get it, regardless if you're a bodybuilder, but anyway, do you feel like it's easier and more motivating to train with the team than it is by yourself?
Me personally, I like training by myself. I feel like I'm more locked in when I train by myself versus if I'm.
Instead of twirling your fingers like, I
Yeah.
wish this motherfucker hurry up. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Unless somebody has the same mindset as me and we both locked in, then that's great. But honestly, I like training by myself because I know what I have to do when I go in the gym.
Okay.
Versus if I'm training with somebody else, I've got to ask what they're doing and we got to try to corroborate. And see how
So what
that's
if y'all
gonna work
like
out.
training to go to the same powerlifting meet? Like, okay, regardless, because I get it, the numbers ain't gonna be the same what you load up on the bar. So that I definitely get. But so what if y'all are training like in the same regime to like compete at the same, like, does that question make sense, brother?
Yeah, that'll
Okay.
be helpful because we both have a goal in mind. We both have the same end results that we're trying to shoot for. So it'll be easier to train with somebody that has the same powerlifting meet.
So rhetorical question, I feel like it's a dub, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. So in training, do you feel like everything that you've done from the time you were young to now, like, do you feel like it was all like just self-built, or do you like recognize like the help you got along the way to get to where you are with the numbers that you've hit?
I definitely had help along the way. I ain't gonna lie. So I had a 1,700 pound total before I got with my coach. I got with my coach in 2021, but people gonna be like, he didn't really help me a lot, but he has helped me. I reached 1,800 pounds, and that might not seem like a lot. 100
No,
pounds.
that's okay.
100 pounds in 3 years, it might not seem like a lot, but it's really a lot.
1 pound. So I've noticed too, man. You were there for it, but like 1 pound makes a difference
Oh, it definitely
when you
makes a
load it up
difference.
on the bar. So
Yeah.
people who say that's not a brand, boy, kick rocks.
Yeah.
So it's really me asking, but for the audience, for the aspiring powerlifters who want to get on the platform, like, you got any advice for them? Like any words of encouragement, especially if they have moments that they may get discouraged and they be like, fuck this, I don't want to get on the platform no more. Like, what's some some encouraging, inspiring you would tell that individual or individuals?
Someone that's already planning on getting on the platform.
Oh yeah.
Just stay consistent. I feel like once you sign up for a powerlifting meet, that's your goal right there. Once you have something to look forward to, that should be inspiring enough.
Okay.
If you have a meet that you signed up for, and you paid money for it, you got a coach, you paying your coach, you want to get your money's worth. So I feel like you sign up for a meet, that's something to definitely look forward to. That should keep you motivated enough.
What's some things that you'd want to say just to powerlifters overall, like based on the experience that you have, just regardless, like what do you have to say as far as when it comes to powerlifting? Just anything that comes to mind. You think powerlifting, like what would you have to say?
Just stay consistent, stay healthy. That's it.
All right, cool. Well, let me see what time we made good time, my boy. I said it for 22. Shit, we had 23. Mind if I end it with a rapid fire questionnaire? The last one I don't think you're gonna answer because I did this on the last one. He was like, I'm married, bro. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna. Nah, let me stop.
Let's go.
You know what's going on YouTube, right?
All right,
okay, say less. All right, bet. Now let me stop. All right, let me go to the questionnaires. Bing, boom, bing, boom. All right, found them. I'm gonna set the clock for 60 seconds. Probably should have did that first. All right, and the clock is starting now. All right, rest day or cheat meal?
Rest day and cheat meal.
Rest day or cheat meal?
Cheat meal.
Some people. Conventional deadlift or sumo?
Conventional.
Energy drink or coffee?
Energy drink.
Cardio or sauna?
Sauna.
Bulgarian split squats or hip thrusts?
Hip thrust.
Bodybuilding or strongman?
Strongman.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Rock and roll or hip hop?
Hip hop.
1 rep max repetition?
1 rep.
Fitness model or muscle mommies?
Muscle mummies.
Hey man, say less. Let me hang up. Now let me stop. Hey, I appreciate you with the time that you gave me on some real shit. Thank you for allowing me to put your face on my platform. There's still other people that I do intend to interview. It's just me. If I say your name, I'm gonna put a face to that name. Obviously, I've been speaking about you in like high regard. I've been speaking about everybody in high regards because again, it's on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't want no proof. Like, hey, motherfucker, but not on some real shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, I know. Thank you for coming. Thank you for allowing me to have to sit down with you. From me to you, thank you for the coaching that you're giving me, and hopefully, when Worlds decided, they'll see the results that the fruits of what you've been giving me, brother.
Of course, man.
I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Let me stop.
Appreciate you for allowing me to, coach you, bro.
I appreciate that. And we out.